hasn't it?
I think that, the success that we've experienced here at Google has been overall great.
It's pretty extraordinary.
It may be hard to believe all this stems from something as innocuous as a thing called Google. But underestimating any of the creative minds here has never been a good idea. Just ask Yahoo. In 1998, they had a chance to buy Google, but Yahoo turned it down.
People turn to the search engine box and admit things to it that they would not admit to their doctor, their shrink, their priest, their wife or husband, without a thought that all of these queries are being stored.
People are treating Google like their most trusted friend. Should they be?
Well, I think judgment matters. And if you have something that you don't want anyone to know, maybe you shouldn't be doing it in the first place.
That plain, simple address, Google.com, has become our portal to the world. You can use it to find out how to tie a bow tie.
Tuck the middle of the loose end behind the bow.
Or to get a football score. It can also help you with more personal issues, like finding a divorce lawyer, researching a medical problem, even getting a date. And for all this, the world's most powerful technology company charges us nothing. But that doesn't mean it's free. The real cost may be in users' privacy.
I think most of them have not ever consciously thought of the privacy trade-off that they are making. I don't think they recognize that these products aren't really free, but that, in fact, you are trading your privacy for these services. The decision to invoke the state's...
Kevin Bankston is a senior attorney at the Electronic Frontier Foundation in San Francisco. He's worried about how much Google knows about you.
Google keeps every search query, what you type into the box, forever. They have every query ever since, they started running this on a few boxes at Stanford. The question is whether that data is identifiable to you.
It's no secret that Google keeps its users' search terms. They say they analyze that data to refine their search engine and other programs. Marissa Meyer is a Google vice president.
If I'm a Google user, you have years' worth of my search terms, stuff that may contain all kinds of incredibly personal data. If I use other Google services, you can see the contents of my email, my documents, my spreadsheets, my personal photos, my voicemail, even the contacts in my address book. You guys really know everything about me.
Well, we don't know everything about you, but I think the most important thing on all these products, on most of these products, in fact, all of these products, our philosophy is transparency, choice, and control. Be very transparent about what data you have associated with that particular user. Give the users very clear choices about whether or not to use the product at all. And then give them control over their data, because we really do believe that the users own their own data, and they should be able to control it.
That may be Google's policy, but it's not the law. No one really owns the data, but Google controls it, and the volume of it is staggering.
This is the geo display. Each dot is a query, each color is a language.
Almost 2 billion Google searches are done every day.
And this is actually the live queries right now.
That has created an astoundingly intimate database of who we are and what we think.
People turn to the search engine box and admit things to it that they would not admit to their doctor, their shrink, their priest, their wife or husband, or anyone else, without a thought that all of these queries are being stored.
If that doesn't give you pause, Seton Hall law professor Frank Pasquale has a suggestion.